Hey y'all, and welcome to the Max. Today we are going to be talking about 4 garden must plants for this fall.
Now, we grow a lot here at our homestead, but the 4 that we're talking about today, 2 of them are quick grows, something that everyone can pretty much grow as easy as possible in just about any kind of soil, even in a pot. Then we're going to talk about 2 other ones that have a lot of purposes, not just for eating, but also to give back to our ground. So we're going to talk a little bit about all those, and I think all these will benefit you.
So one thing I wanted to kind of hammer in while we're sharing with you guys is a little bit of encouragement. That's because sometimes homesteaders make things, they have a tendency to make things look a little bit easy. They may even show pictures showcasing just their successes, but along with successes are failures.
Definitely.
So that is just part of it. Sometimes you're going to plant something and it may not do well, but don't give up, because we've all been there. We all have planted certain things that don't do well, and you learn from those mistakes. And also I wanted to say this because I have read some comments, you know, especially on my channel, I'm able to go through and read all of the comments. This is a person that talked about their family was looking at wanting a goat, the father didn't want a goat. And, you know, my thing is going back to saying, you know, when you're not providing anything for yourself, it makes you completely dependent on the grocery store to provide you with everything. But we can't say that we still don't go to the grocery store and buy a couple of things, because we do. Now, if we were in a survival situation, no doubt that we could survive. But taking that first step and saying, you know what, I'm gonna plant something is a major step. And I just want to encourage y'all to do that. Now, I have even read some people say, you know what, well, I have physical limitations and I just can't do that. Y'all, don't make excuses. Okay? I have had people email us and say, thank you for this, this, and this. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm wheelchair bound. There are ways that you can do things to make it work. Now, this person that I'm specifically talking about raised all of her things up. She didn't make an excuse. She was all in for it. And you know what? You can start somewhere. Even if it is a small container garden, you can plant a packet of lettuce in. That is one step in the right direction. And many people, whether it's back problems or whatever it may be, a container garden is fairly hot. Even if you brought a chair outside to sit down in and pick your lettuce, there are lots of things that you can do to make this thing work. So I just wanted to throw that encouragement out there to you, that even people that are wheelchair bound has said, you know what, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I'm going to go out and do this because it is a great thing to do. Now, the first thing I want to hit on is a staple here at our homestead. It is something that we have planted. Yes, we love it, but we have also planted it for a really long time, and that is lettuce. So lettuce can pretty well be planted in ground, raised beds, grow in containers. There are so many places that you can put lettuce. They do very, very well. And not only is it very easy to do, it's very nutritious, not only for you, but if you have animals, rabbits, chickens, man, our pigs would love lettuce. So you can even utilize planting lettuce not only to harvest for yourself, but also to feed to your small animals. It's a wonderful concept, and there's so much more that you can do with it besides just eating. Any scraps that you have left over is wonderful compost. So there is a lot that you can do with lettuce. It is very easy and it grows really fast.
Lettuce is a quick grow, and we call it one-dimensional because it does feed us. This is not something you're going to put up like some of the other things that we're going to talk about. So you can utilize it with your animals a lot easier. Now, the one cool thing about lettuce is it grows within pretty much 28 to 30 days. You can be eating your own lettuce from ground. The benefit also is the more that you take off of it, especially if you're not buying a head lettuce, if you're buying like leaf lettuces like Butter Crunch, it's one of our favorite, you can pretty much pick it off, eat it as it grows. So it's a really neat concept. Another benefit to things like lettuce is you can even grow them, like Misty was talking about, in containers. You can do them in pots. I've even done an old video where you've taken like a little bag of soil, cut the top out, and you can even water them in there and grow them right inside the bag. So it's very easy to grow. You can grow them in just about any kind of container, and I challenge you to do it. You'll feel a good success with this one. Another great thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this second one is probably not my favorite. I eat it sometimes, especially in the oven if you roast them or put them on a salad, but it's radish. Now the benefit to radish is 20 to 30 days you can harvest radish. The benefit for us to this is we can feed our animals with this. But if you like radish, you can pickle it. You can also roast it, and then you can put it up for long-term storage, unlike the lettuce. So it's very multifaceted. It allows you to utilize it. Now, another good thing is it's pretty easy to harvest seeds. Again, if you're using survival seeds like we have here, it even tells you how to harvest your seeds at the end of the season. A wonderful, wonderful thing. Lettuce, again, just to jump back on number one, is so easy to harvest seed. So we're telling you two things that grow quick, you're gonna have success with, and it allows you to harvest seeds very, very easy so you can grow for the next year.
That's right. So that cycle, you literally can just keep that cycle going. And we have mentioned survival seeds to you guys before. We have a link to their seeds if you guys want to check that out.
And it's 10% off, by the way.
That's right. You can use our discount. No, the discount code is automatically applied. So there you go. You automatically have 10% off just from using our link. But I think, and I've told y'all before, by far, hands down, this is the coolest thing, is the seed saving instructions right here. These are both two different varieties. These are non-GMO heirloom, and both of them have seed saving instructions on both of them. So that is super, super cool to me, that once you buy the pack of seeds and you follow their instructions, that literally you never have to buy them again. The cycle keeps going. And one more thing I want to throw about the radishes is they are awesome companion plants as well. So you can use that to your benefit there as well.
Number 3 would be alliums. Now, what I'm talking about alliums is onions and garlic.
Which are my favorite.
They're absolutely the biggest staples probably on our farm when it comes to fall and winter planting.
Because I utilize them year round.
Now, the benefit to onions and garlic is sustainable crops. You can grow these for medicinal benefits, for tinctures, for all kinds of things.
Especially the garlic.
But not only that, is you can utilize them for seasonings. But the way we put them up. Now, Misty has a video, and we'll link it below, about how she powders her garlic and onions. One thing we've learned is in the South, we have a lot of humidity. So yes, we can cure, yes, we can put them up, but they're not gonna last as long as we braid them or if we dry them and try to hold them for next year. Our goal is to have them, utilize them, put some up for the next year, but then pretty much take them, grow them, and powder them down to make our own garlic powder and onion powder. Now, the benefits to this is they're biennial, so you can grow them several times a year, but also it's steps. So if you're looking at buying onion seeds or garlic seeds, that's a long process. I challenge you to try it, have fun with it. But when you buy onions and garlic, you can buy them from any seed provider and buy them in the bulb form. It makes it easier for you. You're gonna have 100 to 120 days. It's fun to watch them grow. They're easy to grow. They're beautiful as they come up. So they make everything look nice, and you can utilize the greens on top, both of them. Scapes on top for the garlic, and then you have the beautiful bulbs that are coming up when the season's done.
We absolutely love green onions, probably just as much as we love the onions themselves.
So when we talk about quick grows, those are great, but these are ones that last a long time. They're so beneficial in multiple ways when it comes to your health, your healing, and it's really a true food medicine. So these are two that you should be growing: alliums, garlic, and onions. Check them out.
Absolutely. So something else that we absolutely love here is mustards, greens, and kale. Those leafy greens, they're fall plants for sure. And this is something that when you plant, it's not like a one-time harvest. When these things come up, you can literally go out and you're harvesting off of this all season long.
Another reason we love greens is because not only can you eat them right now, you can powder them too. And you're now having a high quality green that you're growing, that's easy to grow, that grows a lot. I mean, you can plant a lot of these seeds, and it's like lettuce. When you buy lettuce and greens, you can literally buy like $1 worth. It's like 1,000 seeds. It's a ton. So they're small, they're easy to plant. We just cast them out in wherever we're planting them, in whatever bed. But the ones we want to eat, we eat them fresh, we saute them, we eat them raw, however you're wanting to eat them and however you like eating them the best. But then we take the rest and we powder them. We dehydrate them. We can freeze dry them too if you have a freeze dryer, especially when it comes to kale. These are super greens, and you can utilize them that way. Now, also, the benefit to greens. You're eating them, you're enjoying them. They're also very good for all the animals. You can even take some of these greens, I wouldn't say it's probably the healthiest, but you can actually make like kale chips out of them, put them in the oven, almost oven bake them, or even kind of air fry them. But one thing I want to talk about is greens when it comes back to the soil. Mustard greens give back nitrogen to the soil, so anything that we have, the residue that's left, the turnips that's left, the greens that are just kind of picked over, we will literally till those back in, aerate them back in the soil. You're benefiting your soil quality even for the next season.
So again, you see those are our 4 top plant this fall. These are absolutely must. They are so easy. They can provide you with season-long food that not only you can go out and get multiple meals from one plant, you can go out and harvest one time and put that up to last you a whole nother season. So it is really just a great thing to do. And I challenge you guys to go out. If you don't have the ground, get you a pot, get you a container, whatever you have to do, jump in there and at least try it. We've also seen a lot of emails come through that are like, you know what, I did this for the first time because you guys encouraged me to do it, and I'm absolutely loving it. We have had tons and tons of comments come through like that. So I'm super proud of you guys, especially the ones of you who have just jumped in and put your heart into it. That is a first step. Way to go, guys.
And here's the cool thing. All these seeds put together are going to be $10 to $20. We're not
If
talking
that.
about a lot of
If
money
that,
there.
really.
Yeah, it's so economic to grow your own food. And one awesome thing about fall growing, you don't have to deal with the pest as much. You really don't have to deal with the sun and heat as much, and you don't have to deal with weeds as much. It's
Low
the easiest
maintenance.
way to grow. It's
It
my
is.
favorite season to grow in is fall and winter.
It is Colby's favorite season, but I like it I don't like going out in the cold. I'm just going to
I
be
love
honest with y'all here. I don't like going out in the cold. However, it is so low maintenance. Requires very little water. 3 of the 4 are not heavy feeders. Your garlic and your onions are not, they're still not as heavy feeders as some of the stuff that you plant in spring. So low maintenance, and it provides you packed full of nutritious things that our bodies need and crave. So I do challenge you guys to go out and plant these, especially these 4. These are must for this fall season. So you guys, you can do it. Y'all rock. We thank y'all for watching our channel. If you're not already subscribed, I challenge you to subscribe because you're going to get more videos like this. You're going to get some how-tos, our thoughts and our opinions, our advice, and the education that we've learned here off of our farm. So thank y'all.
God bless.
Happy homesteading, y'all.
Happy homesteading.